Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is Mitchell, and today Justin and I will be discussing about accountability, what accountability means to us, some ways to practice it, and some of the benefits of practicing accountability. We do these Instagram lives every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern time. And if you guys find this video content of value, you guys can show your appreciation by donating any amount that you feel is equal to the value of this video. And if you guys have any questions, you have a little obstacle, feel free to send us a direct message and we will answer it as soon as we can. But without further ado, I am going to add Justin on the line. So if you could just hang on tight, everybody. What's up, Carter? How you doing? Okay. Okay. Thank you all for just hanging tight with me. I gotta pin this comment. And yeah, how you doing? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Good. We're doing well. We're doing well. We got something for you, Carter. So it's gonna probably come within maybe about a week and a half, I wanna say. Justin and we got you a little something. Okay. Can you guys hear me well? All right. Justin? Yo.
Yo, what's good, man?
Yo, what is good, man?
Man, chilling. How you doing?
I'm good.
Oh, real good.
Just ate a little something. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
What's up, Carter, man?
Mm-hmm.
Good to see you.
It's
Thank you for all
good.
the support, man. What's up,
Yeah.
Justin?
What's up, Justin? How you doing?
The crew. The crew is showing up.
The crew is in. Yeah, so I gave a little introduction already. We talked about accountability, what it means to us, what are some of the benefits, what are some ways to practice it. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, accountability, man.
Yeah.
It's the be all end all, man. What it looks like to us, man. So let me ask you, what does accountability look like to you?
To me or to people?
To you, well, to both, to the people,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Yeah, man. Like, just starting off, what do you think accountability really is? Just in a nutshell.
In a nutshell. Well, okay. So how I kind of view, I wrote some things down. Be a little bit more specific later, but what accountability means to me is, not to sound harsh on myself or anything, but you know, anything good or bad, it has a lot to do with me. And if it's something beyond my control, maybe there are certain ways to get around it next time to help prevent that. You know, there are some things that you can't prevent beyond your control, but yeah, for the most part, whatever happens, good or bad, I cause it. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
How about you?
Cool. Similar, man. I mean, my whole motto, it's on me.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's on me. I mean, and you summed it up pretty well. That's exactly what that means. Just whatever happens, good or bad, you know, it's on me in some form. Like you say, even if it was an act of God, you know what I mean? It's something that's like, all right, what in this equation could I have done? What is up? Well, you know, what could I have done in this equation to maybe mitigate some of this? Maybe be better prepared. You know, maybe it's not so much as the direct decision, but you know, for instance, like, you know, if a tree limb falls and crushes my car, and I don't have the insurance to pay for it, I can't help the tree limb. I didn't know it was gonna fall, but it was on me if I didn't have insurance or adequate coverage to get it paid. You know what I mean? So it's like even within like things you can't control, which you summed up, man. But that's it. I see. Hold on, real quick. I see that our boy Justin here said something. I will say this too, just real quick, because there's only a few people in here. Just that we might touch on that a little bit, just because it's one of those things.
What happened yesterday?
Yeah, it's hard to ignore. Y'all know we don't necessarily try to get political, despite what our last show what happened. We don't really try to get political because we really don't want to be like decisive. And the truth is, look, I respect anybody's opinion or thought. I'm not here to tell anybody how to think. But yeah, something.
Moon, how you doing?
Yeah. What is up? What is up? Some things are you just can't ignore. So, a little bit later on, we might touch on it a little bit, but we want to touch on it and then keep it moving. Cause
we can't stay on that.
We all know what it is.
What do you think? Yeah.
Yeah. So just to spot out, we ain't trying to ignore what's going on, and I mean, you can't help but notice. Yeah.
Oh yeah. But yeah, being accountable. So, accountability. So what do I want for myself, right? What do I want? Whether it's my career, my friends, how do I want my body? Where do I see myself in like the next 5 to 10 years? Hello, Marina. How you doing? Thank you.
What is up?
Just taking full responsibility and accountability to everything that I've done, right? Whether or not it's in your favor, like, same thing. Like there will be days where, so Lua, how you doing? There would be days where like I wake up and I'm like, okay, I'm not really feeling it. I don't feel like doing it, but I'm going to do it because I have to take full responsibility for what I do. So like if my body isn't the way I want it to be, right? If I didn't eat that certain way, or like, I didn't stick to this type of nutrition. Thank you for all the hearts. Thank you. I'm going to be taking full responsibility for that. And I am accountable for what happened that day.
Yeah.
Not to say that like I can't have a little treat here and there, but like I got to be aware of the things that I do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
which is crucial. I think that's a crucial part in maturing. It's a crucial part in growing. Like I'm gonna be honest. You're not gonna be on game all the time, man. What's up, y'all? Cool, man.
What's up, y'all? Cool. How you doing?
You most definitely gonna have like peaks and valleys. Look, I have peaks and valleys all the time, man. I am not consistent with everything in my life that I want it to be, but it does help that I also don't think I'm the kind of person that like will outright blame a bunch of people for anything that's lacking in my life. I really try hard, like not to fall into like a victim mentality or, be like, well, if they wouldn't have did this, I would have been fine. Cause I really don't see any point in it. And and the one thing about accountability, yeah, great investment. Seriously.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
Like I said, we are going to address some of that.
Yeah, we are.
And to kind of step ahead, like we planned. I think one of the biggest benefit to like taking accountability is the mind shift that it gives you. The times in my life where I have taken like extreme accountability almost, where I'm like, I know this is not going to happen unless I make it happen. Like when you can make that mind shift, and then you'll be surprised at the options you come up with. Like you'll be surprised how like smart and creative, how much ingenuity like you internally have when you realize like it's on me to get this going, and I'm gonna get it going by hook or crook. Like whatever I got to do, I'm gonna do it. Next thing and it's just wild as problems arise. The amount of solutions you're able to come up with when you just won't pawn it off and be like, oh well, this is what's up? It's like, oh well, this is this is this fault, so it's over. Like it's not. I did my part. It's not on me. I can walk away, which is in a sense is easy, and in a lot of times could be justifiable in certain ways. I think about like remember being in school with like school projects. What's up, Julie girl? Boba gang.
What's good?
Dylan Moon is in here. We got the Boba gang.
Yeah.
You remember being in like school projects and stuff, and it's like you have a group project and you always get that person who don't do shit in the group, or do like a lack of or like subpar work, and it's like, do I just come in and like I did my part? and we all get a bad grade, or do I have to pick up the slack? It's not fair.
It's not
It
fair.
is not fair. But
do you want a good grade?
Yeah, so if you want a good grade, man, if that's your goal, you gotta take that accountability. And y'all gotta be like, we know this. I mean, I've been in groups like that where we kind of look at each other, and it's like, look, we know this dude is not going to produce what we really the level we want him to produce. So we gonna have to drag his ass along. It is what it is.
Like we got stuck. Based off like count off the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm like, yeah, I'm stuck with that asshole.
I know you ever do that thing when you be in class and you start counting the head.
You're like 1.
So you can kind of put it
you're like, all right, I'm number 1. Who's one's next?
Yeah, it's like 3. So if I'm 3, they going 4, 5. Then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you just like,
God damn,
oh,
like, I hope they skip
this dude
that
on my
number.
team.
Yeah,
it's like okay, but I got this. All right, it's gonna suck, but we gonna get it. Let me see. I want to go back to what Justin said.
I pinned it down over here.
Oh, perfect.
Hello, Mary. How you doing? Yeah,
I think it's better to take accountability only if it's preventable on your part. Don't blame. But don't blame on yourself every time something bad happens. Well, yeah. You're right. I agree with that. I will say to kind of clarify. Yeah.
What's up, JR? How you doing?
It's not about taking on so much that you cause yourself undue stress or trying to take responsibility for stuff that's just not your fault. If someone goes and burns down a house, you're not going to be like, if only I had did this, that, and the other, this person would not. That's not healthy. What I'm saying is. And what we probably should have clarified, or at least I clarified, is more along the lines with like your goals in life, and just using it almost as like a mind hack to force yourself to see options that you may not have realized was there before. Yeah.
Okay, so for example, like the tree example, you're like, if I park my tree there. Parked my car there, and there was
you can park your tree there. You can do whatever you want to do.
And then you park your car there, and then that the tree falls on, or tree branch falls onto your car, like, and you didn't have insurance that time. Maybe the next time, don't park next to a tree.
Yeah, I mean, and there's a lot of people who think who has the thought like, hey, last time I parked next to the tree, a branch fell on it, so I will be as aware as I can to not, but it's like learning from your mistakes. It's not blaming yourself.
It's not blaming,
but it's also
I am not drunk, Julie.
taking the responsibility to
parking my tree.
To learn. Hey, you park it once again. Maybe you're not drunk. Maybe it's a different kind of trip you're on, if you know what I mean.
Tree falls, anyone hear it? Sometimes there are things you can't prevent from moving forward.
You can't see sometimes there are things you can't see prevent you from moving forward, which is true. But that's why, like I said, that mind shift, that opening up to different options. I think that that's when you look at the situation and it's like, okay, I can't do this, but I still have this goal. How do I reach that goal? Maybe I can't do it in this traditional path or the way I thought I would. Maybe I'm going to have to Trojan horse my way up in there. Maybe I get in doing something else. You know what I'm saying? And then I pop myself out.
Yeah.
What you laughing at? Trojan horse?
Trojan horse. Greek mythology.
Greek mythology. Nothing bad.
It's just,
maybe,
well, for accountability, how I see it is, I wrote this down too, which is don't invite anyone that doesn't align with your outcome. So if that's something that you truly want to do, there's a lot of people out there that's okay with mediocrity, and I'm gonna touch base on that later. But that's gonna be aligned with what they believe in, and if they can't see, like, nobody can see your vision for you, and if you can't see that vision for yourself, nobody's gonna, they're not gonna understand it. And even if you understand your vision, like 5 to 10 years, I am going to keep doing this no matter what, because I have to. I don't really have a choice. There's nothing else I would rather do in my life. I would rather fail and try than not do it and be okay with, we all have those days where I'm like, all right, I don't feel like doing this right now, but like I know if I don't do it, it's not gonna help it anymore. You know what I mean? It's kind of like if you want that certain type of body, if you don't work out, all right, well, maybe you can't work out that day, but what are some things that you could do to help recover for tomorrow?
Yeah. Hold on. I'll see what Yaku put. You know how much time and energy would take place if people owned up to what? Oh man, yeah, people owned up to that. Look, all right, look, since we got a decent amount of people in here for us at least, I would just you know, for us at least, we got a decent amount. I would just go ahead and say it. You know, I think we see a prime example of lack of accountability. You know, in the political system here in the U.S. right now.
Political. We getting political, you know, now, guys.
Yeah, all right. We're going to put it out there because, you know, it's unavoidable.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, you know, we see a lack of accountability and we see where a lot of that, where that has led to, you know, or people pretty much.
Yesterday. Everybody don't like America right now. Like,
stormed the Senate.
They Trojan horse that. They didn't Trojan horse.
They didn't Trojan horse. They showed up. They was like,
they were climbing through walls like, you know, Julie was telling me to watch World War Z. I have not watched that yet. So.
You gotta watch that. That's a great movie. It is a great movie.
Yeah,
it's a great movie. But yeah, we saw what happened. We saw them show up on the Senate steps. Through the Senate, waving all their flags. I still proclaim I don't understand. I didn't know people bought flags like that. I really don't. Like, who is manufacturing all these flags? Where you get them from?
There's always going to be some people out there. Let's see.
Yeah, and hold on. What did Justin say about that working out example? You might not feel like working out because you're exhausted from yesterday's workout, or your depression got too deep in you that you don't want to get out of bed. Justin, tell him he not watching. They did show the color.
Privilege. Okay.
All right, so for Justice thing, yeah, that's true. But depression's another level. Like we said in the other show, if you're dealing with depression, man, you know, you can't.
That's a different level.
Yeah, please get some help, man. We would never sit here and say like just power through it. And it don't work.
That's not in our
Yeah, it don't work like that. If you suffer from some depression, man, do what you gotta do to get some help, get better, please. You know, if you're exhausted, you gotta realize too that rest is a big part of like getting into shape. So you need to look at your program. Go ahead, man. What was you saying? I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, I was just reading what Yaku said with the color.
About the yeah. Listen, we know if that was any black or brown people, how that would have played out.
You would have got shot.
It would have been bombed.
You would have got shot.
If a bunch of Latinos, a bunch of Mexicans and Puerto Ricans just decided they were going to run up and spin it all, you understand the devastation? If a bunch of black people was just like, we tired of this shit and ready. So, we saw blatant white privilege. It is what it is. I'm not even necessarily the biggest fan of that term either, but, like, that's all that is. I was like... I gotta give them that. I gotta give them this though. I really do. Like, not to make light of the situation because I understand how serious it is, but those other bitches, I gotta give them props. They about what they say they gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like they stand behind what they...
like if this was a movie, all right, if this was a movie say we was doing a bank heist movie and it was the beginning and you came at me and you was like, Justin, I got a plan and we can break it to the Senate Hall to steal. I was like I'm like, I'm not doing that. You can't just break into the Senate Hall. Like, I want to hear them talk about, like, we gonna storm the Senate. And everyone's like, yeah, that's a good idea. Like, we gonna do it. And then just go
and without a plan.
And, like, they just walked in.
Yeah.
They just walked in. Like, it's sad. It's sad. It's devastating. And it's fucked up. But I ain't gonna front. It's almost a little like, I didn't know you could do that. I'm just saying. I didn't know.
But it shows you like how much security they really got. Now, either they bump it up.
Well, they bumped it up. Yeah, because with the Black Lives Matter stuff, they had like the National Guard and the military. They was out there. And like, black people ain't even the ones with the guns like that. And like the guns that we do have are shitty. Like, we got shitty street guns. You got like a 9mm or something. Like, these motherfuckers walking around with bazookas and assault rifles. So it is, but it is what it is. President was praising them. Remember, he said, we will go. Well, once again, that goes back to kind of the overall term. We're going to loop it up and then I'm going to end this shit. Is accountability.
Accountability.
like, you know, what we are saying is the culmination of an individual who was in the highest levels of power, is not taking accountability, who's never took accountability for anything he has said and or done. So, you know, it's empowered and enraged a group of people. He's inciting a bunch of nonsense. You know, this, I mean, let's make no mistake. Let's make no mistake and call it what it is. This shit is treason. It is treason.
That's terrorism. This is not. It's terrorism.
It is terrorism. Textbook. Okay, they stormed a political infrastructure to stop I can't even think about. See, my mind's racing of the electoral college's votes to stop that process of verifying that, to institute the new president. Like, they stormed it to stop that. So that is terrorism. That's a coup. Yeah, that is a coup.
This is not a protest. It's not. Yeah,
this isn't a protest. This is, I'm saying, this is messed up. They got in there. So, you know. Yeah. On that note, we will call it what it is. It is straight terrorism. It's about time they recognize it as such. And yeah, after that, I'll let it go. Yeah, you let it go. We can let it go. We keep it going. But go ahead, man. I've just been.
I mean, to a point where I was like, this is something I thought about yesterday. I was like, yeah, you know what? I plan to go out, but then because of yesterday, I was like, go out as in like I need to go to like pick up some food, like a Costco run or something, right? But I was like,
going to the club.
No. And I was like, that clubs ain't open. But I was like, nah, you know what? I'm just gonna stay home today because I don't want what happened there to have any effect over here. And they might. I don't know. And I was like, I don't want to get caught up in that. And now accountability. Like, let's just say if I knew that happened, and I was like, I have a feeling that if I were to go out, something might happen, but I still need the food, right? But is it something that I couldn't wait for the next couple of days? Am I starving? No, I just wanted to get some food. Now, if something did happen, I could be like, well, it might have happened because of this. And luckily, I didn't go out. I didn't go out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mingo and dingo.
I don't want to. I'm not taking that. That sounds like a personal thing.
Dingo is a word she made up. Who's Trump?
But I do think that, like, as Hilly Moon pointed out, it's a lack of accountability on many levels, which is true. That's why you got to have your stuff tight, though.
Oh yeah.
That's why you got to have your own level of accountability. And like I said, look, I'm being honest. I feel like I take, a good amount of accountability in my life, but there are a lot of things that I know I lack on.
Oh yeah.
Same here. A whole lot. I'm not necessarily where I want to be in a lot of ways, and a lot of that is, failing on like promises to myself, or maybe not even taking, advantages of the opportunities presented to me. Like, but in my mind, I'm like, okay, that's a level of accountability at least I have, where it's like, if you looking at yourself objectively, and looking at the situation and figuring out, okay, what went wrong? What in that situation went wrong that I can control? It's that saying from old, like, the prayer of like, Lord, give me the strength to like change the things I can and ignore the things I can't, and like tell the difference between both. And I think think that's a great prayer or mantra to yourself. Something to just keep in mind, because like Justin keeps pointing out, there are things in your life that you just can't control. You can't control someone else's decision.
No, you can't.
So
but
go ahead.
Here's it's not blaming myself just because they feel a certain way towards me, right? But I do take accountability and like, okay, well, why do they feel that way towards me? Is there something that I could have done that might have changed it? Maybe there's nothing I could do. They just don't like the way my eyes look. There's nothing I could change for that, right? All right, then. All right, well, at least I thought about it. I gave it some thought. There's nothing I could do. At least I gotten that far. You know what I mean? Like, at least take some sort of accountability, even though you're not blaming yourself. It's not like, because they don't like me because of X, Y, and Z. there's nothing that I could have done. Because there's plenty of times where like there's some people that might have disliked me for maybe I said something a little bit differently. Maybe it's not the word, it's the tone. Okay, well, is there something that I could, tune a little bit on my tone, or is it my vocabulary, or just something like that? There's always something that you can do to improve on yourself. Just because it didn't go the way you wanted. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Always.
So it's not blaming yourself. Mm-hmm.
Always, man. And that applies for that mindset applies to a bunch of different things. Let's see with the chat was there. Mitchell was peckish. That's funny. America well messed up. Yeah, America is. Racist, MFers, and then what? Bruce Lee paved the way for. Oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely, man. Bruce Lee is. Come on now, it's Bruce.
It's Bruce. Like, he's a legend when it comes to like philosophy.
I think Bruce Lee is I really do believe this in a lot of ways. Bruce Lee is like as close to a human Superman as you're ever going to get.
Yeah.
Like his physicality is insane. His
mentality,
his philosophies are just world changing.
Yeah.
I mean, like let's break it even down on a simpler level.
Yeah.
He took an ancient martial art, something that probably hasn't changed for hundreds, if not thousands of years, and made it better. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just like, do people understand that? Like, he took something that was concrete and already very solid and improved upon, and not only improved upon it, like proved that his method was like superior in a lot of ways. Like, that's insane. And that's
he
just
made it his
business
own.
stuff.
He made it his own.
He made his own, and that's not even talking about like the cultural impact he had as far as introducing the West to especially Chinese Americans. The idea of like martial arts and what that has done, like the whole thing is like, his impact isn't. He's a hero. The dude's a hero. Anyone who says less is an idiot should be shot on sight. All right, what do y'all say?
Justin said he really pushed the limits. Julie said she's not a fan of Bruce Lee. It's all good. You don't have to be a fan of everybody, but you can't deny the fact that he's just a smart man. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Childish Gambino's song is going to end up as America's. Yeah, it pretty much already is. And I mean, that came out 3 years ago, and it's just becoming more and more relevant. Yeah. What else we got here? Koreans and Filipinos got mad love for him. I think everybody most people got mad love for him, man. Like, yeah, and Caucasians.
And he was cocky. He had a lot of rights to be cocky, but you know what? To some people, like. I think he earned it. I think he earned to be cocky.
But this is my question too: was he cocky, or was he just very confident in his method that he had proven? I mean, I don't know the man. I've seen some interviews, so I can't sit here and say he wasn't a cocky person. But like, it's a part of me too that's almost like at a certain point, like I think he's speaking to people in the audience, like almost from a like teacher perspective, and I think he earned that. At least from what I've seen, he earned that because, the dude broke so many barriers. The dude was so revolutionary and so many. I mean, to be honest with you, Bruce Lee is the reason we have mixed martial arts as we know it to this day. He really.
Julie's the same person that said Chris Brown is better than Michael Jackson. So
I
might disagree with that.
So, Bruce Lee is what Bruce Lee is that dude. Hold on, I thought I saw something else.
Julie, I love you.
He was cocky. I like Jet Li. Jet Li, I don't know.
He did say she liked Chris Brown more than Michael Jackson. So, or Chris Brown is better than Michael Jackson, which 110% disagree. But that's another topic on its own.
Well, you don't get Chris Brown without Michael Jackson. It's the whole Michael Jordan, Kobe situation. It's all those. It's all those.
But I want to finish off what I said earlier, which was don't invite anybody that doesn't align with your outcomes. Taking sole responsibility, refusing to blame others and matters beyond your control. Only then you could take charge into shaping your own outcome. Meaning, if there's other bullshit, other obstacles in the way, that's not going to stop you from getting to where you're at.
Yeah.
That's not going to stop you, right?
Yeah.
You're going to do it no matter what.
You're gonna figure out a way. Even if you, like I said, you gotta amend your goal. Maybe you get in the way you didn't think, but once you get in, you can get in it. You know, you might even have to like hold back on it while you fortify some other stuff. But
exactly,
it's making it happen. You know, making it happen and knowing you're gonna make it happen.
And you know, there are some of the questions that I like to ask myself. I like to ask myself this a lot because I feel like just, you know, kind of out of sight, out of mind. So if you don't really think about it, I'm pretty sure. So like the people that are tuning in or watching this after, like these are things that you've heard before. The reason why you're still listening is because you want it to be still ingrained in your mind. It's like, okay, out of sight, out of mind. So as long as I still think about it, cool. What I want to think about. And some of the questions were, where do you want to be in your life? Where do you want to be? And that's something that you really got to answer for yourself. And be careful what you ask yourself. And that's something that Jordan Peterson said. Be careful with the question that you ask, because the quality of the questions that you ask yourself is in direct proportion to how the quality of life. And how will you get there? And what are some things that are preventing you from getting there? And how are you going to handle it? It could be small or big.
Yeah.
Is that why you don't take Mitchell? Let's see.
I think Dr. Dre's divorce is accountable for his aneurysm.
You're just jealous you can't move like Chris Brown. Wow.
Yeah, I'm cool out here with the allegations, and as always, Julie is flaming
me. I think Dr. Dre divorce is accountable for his what?
I mean, first off, get well doctored. That dude defined my childhood in a lot of ways, I would just say that divorce, I think divorce in general is stressful. That divorce seems extra stressful. So, you know, I'm not going to confirm or deny. But I'm going to just say, get well doctor.
Get well doctor.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You always mention Jordan Peterson. The dude is a smart man. I think it's awesome. He's an awesome guy to listen to. His lectures.
But he is also a person that like not a lot of people will agree with, especially if you're what's that word, Justin? You say it.
Trying to set me up for that. It's supposed to be my boy. He over here trying to set me up for the okie doke. I had nice things to say about you, but screw it now. You always trying to set me up to take the bully, huh? That's why you got me here to be the fall guy.
No.
I see what it is. I see what it is.
But you know what I mean, guys. You know.
Yeah, I know. Mean. I know what you're saying.
Hey,
all right.
What's a show without a little bit of fun and laughter, right?
Trying to get your boy, trying to use your boy as a human shield. You be Nino Brown. See, I know you never saw New Jack City, so I can't even. So you won't even get this reference, but you'll be Nino Brown at the wedding when they tried to shoot him. You just pick up a little girl to catch her. That's what this is. Okay, that's what this was. All right. This is a attempted human shield using to
moving on. Moving. I'm glad. Well, moving on, guys. Moving on. So I wrote down also, and this not said by me, but others' model of the world are consistent to how they and how they act. So if their view is to be mediocre, then we kind of already get an idea which like direction they're gonna head to, right? And a lot of the times we are surrounded by mediocrity. So there's going to be a lot of people that's okay with being comfortable. I'm not saying that's anything bad. Some people wants to live their life being comfortable and, you know, just standard. I just want to work a 9 to 5 and power to you. You know, that's not something that I would love to do. That's not something that I feel like I'm in this earth to do. I want to do something else. So what do I have to do? I have to take some sort of responsibility and some accountability, which is to, okay, well, if they are not aligned to what I believe in, then I just won't be around them as much. And that's something that I have to do. Otherwise, well, who said it, Justin? Do you know what they said, like the 5 people that you surround yourself in?
Oh, I've seen that quote so many places that I don't know the order.
I don't know who,
I'll be honest. I've seen it from like I follow Damon John on Instagram, and he always posted. He posted. That's the first time I remember actually seeing something like that. It's another dude. His name is like Lewis,
Mm-hmm.
something Lewis. Something. He's a good guy though. He's a good
Yeah.
positive person. I thought, but yeah, they always say stuff like to look at the 5 people you surround yourself with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
that's what you
yeah. And so, I mean, I don't have like the 5 people off the top of my head, but I can say I do try to limit myself to the type of people I surround myself in. And you know, there would be some like they're like, hey, you have friends where you just kind of like hang out, you have some fun or whatever, right? But then you have your other circle of friends where you're like, okay, these are the type of people where I could talk about what are some of my obstacles, right? If this is something that you truly want to do, what are some of my obstacles? And I want to hear what they have to say, because what they say isn't, they're not just completely biased. Like, oh, this is what I would have done. Where it's more like, oh, okay, I can understand where you're coming from. Where do you want to be? This look like this is some of your obstacles. I think here are some options.
Yeah, I also think you have to with that, like you're saying, like you gotta be careful with the type of people too, because you know folks will kill your dream. They'll try.
Yeah.
And like
Oh
one
yeah,
thing,
for sure.
what's up, bad mouth man? And like one thing I always think about is like, you know, this black, you know, especially as a black dude, you always see like folks.
Yeah.
You know, growing up, it's like, oh, I want to leave the hood. I want to get out the hood. You know.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful about like, who you say that kind of stuff to, because sometimes you come across why you want to leave, what you trying to do, you know,
like you're not trying to be you,
like you trying to blow up and forget, you trying to do stuff like that. And I mean, I just use that as an example because
you're trying to sell out,
but it's in all kind of ways. But it's but you know, you get those people who can't see like the grander vision, and they can poison you almost.
Oh yeah,
you know, if you constantly hear that and are around it and take that in. So yeah, if you have an idea, especially an idea of something you're very passionate about, like we were saying before, and like you kind of just said now, it's like be careful and really validate the type of people you like open that stuff up to.
Good or bad news.
Yeah, because you don't want nobody poisoning your stuff. Hold on, we had some things. Yaku asked, what is your take on top relationship accountability subjects? Okay. And then,
what are some of the like questions that you have exactly?
Yeah, like what do you mean the top relationship? If you mean like what do I think of some of the top relationship accountability subjects? I think the number one thing which is neglected is like self-care. Like you're not good for your partner if you're not in good standing, like mentally, physically, all that stuff. So I think like having that kind of accountability goes far.
You can't love them until you truly love yourself.
Yeah, I mean, like doing all the work, you know, making sure, you know, trying to be healthy, trying to, you know, make sure your mental's on point, you know, having that self-love, that self-care, knowing where you come from and stuff like that. You know, I think that's like one of the main accountable things you can do. That way you can really try to be like your best self to in this relationship, you know, and move forward with that. Let's see. Julie H. Jordan Peterson, New Jack City.
Accountability question. What was your biggest obstacle, Mitchell? I like how my name is all caps too, by the way. Seems impressive. To answer that question, my biggest obstacle was I think I didn't understand people, and I didn't understand what it means to communicate with people. I think one of the, you know, you and I, we were talking about this yesterday, which was genuinely listening. And it came from that book too. And, you know, it's something that didn't like float in my mind for a while. And yesterday it just it came back to me again, which was great because it made me think about it. And I feel like the world, we don't listen as much anymore. And not only that, we lost the art of listening. And because everybody wants their voice to be heard, and I think that's very important, but understanding and listening, you could, there's so much more benefits from doing that, because it's hard to explain, but I want to, so there's something that I want to work on too, which is learning how to listen a little bit more. There's an art to that. And also like the whole relationship stuff, which was another obstacle of mine because I didn't understand. And, you know, in my previous relationships, I took full accountability. I was like, the reason why that person treated me that way was because I did this. And if I didn't allow that, they would not have done that, whatever they did, right? So, and then, some people might argue and say like, well, that's just the type of person that they are. You can't change that. I'm like, no, I disagree, because if I don't at least try, then I know I never, then I will regret it too. It's like, if I didn't sit back and think about what happened previously, I would carry on from what happened in the past to my current, and that's not something that I want. I want to be better and evolve.
Well, yeah, I mean, relationships are two-way streets. It's two people. It's 50-50 all the way. So even if something goes wrong and somebody had like a glaring thing or something like that, it's always stuff you can improve on. So yeah. Let's see.
I like what
the older you get, the more. Oh wait, my stuff jumped on me. The older you get, the more
the more your circle of people around you. Think about who you want to surround yourself with and spend your energy with.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, you pinned it. That's why I moved. I was like, what?
My bad.
I'm still getting used to this, man. All right. Most definitely. The older you get, you don't want to suffer fools, man. Like you don't want to deal with it. That's all that is.
Yeah.
That is all that is. Let's see. Yeah, just looking through the comments. There's a lot of boba talk meant for you.
Accountability.
The Korean chick. I don't even know what that's a reference to.
Hold on. The Korean. Who that Korean chick? Dom said. Jr. said. My New Year resolution for this year was to learn how to listen to people, and in my new life and new people. Right. In my life, including new people. Marina said she agrees. Justin said New Year resolution is to hide in. I want to know why. Julie is not about me no more. Korean chick. Yeah.
No.
Damn, why you gotta bring up my thing? Like,
that's getting personal.
No.
I will say, so on listening. Yeah, on listening.
Listening to yourself.
Listening is powerful, man. It's a powerful tool.
So powerful. And
a few shows ago we was talking to some folks in the chat, and that's kind of what I was trying to say when I was talking to them was like, you even if you disagree with people or an opposing side or anything, like listen to them, like, because by listening you can at least understand where they're coming from. And I truly believe that, like, if you're not trying to win an argument and you really believe what you think is right, like, by listening to that person, you may even figure out a way to convince them, or at least give them something to think about when it comes to your point. If someone's just shouting at you, hammering, ain't nobody you're gonna tune them out. Like, I do it, everyone do it. It's human nature. Like, someone's just coming, you need to do this, you need to do that, you're just gonna stop listening to them. But if
the video
if you,
froze. Oh, okay.
Oh, no worries, man. But if you actually, like, take a step back, listen to what that other people or that other side is saying, really digest and think about it, like, and look past, like, that's another part too. You got to kind of look past some of the stuff to see the true meaning of things. You'll be surprised how far it gets in your personal relationship.
Is the video still disconnecting, guys? How is it? Is it okay? Right? It's okay in our end. I can hear Justin and never.
I'm super clear with you. So let us know.
Let us know. Seriously,
if we're messing up. They trying to censor us.
They are.
we talking.
It's been acting kind of weird lately. I don't know.
No, it has been. It has been. It has been.
Okay.
And I'm not even on the Wi-Fi, so hopefully it's good.
Okay.
But yeah, no, there is definitely a straight power in listening to people. You know, but it's hard, man. It's hard. Like, I know for me, one thing that I had struggled with, that still kind of do, is sometimes if I'm in a conversation and I'm talking to somebody and they start talking to me, like, I'll catch myself not listening but thinking of the next thing I'm gonna say. Like, you know what I mean? I'm listening to the point of to be able to respond to what they're saying, and not necessarily stopping and like trying to digest exactly what that person's trying to say.
I get it.
You
I
know
get
what
it.
I mean?
There's something that I learned too, which was I watched this guy. I forget his. Damn, I need to write these people's names down. But he's like I don't know. You call him a therapist, but like he sits and listens to people, and he does it for like streamers, because it seems like streamers, they have like a lot of I don't know, they have a lot of personal issues that like they need to solve on their own. Otherwise, they can't put out content for people like that. So I totally understand. And when they are giving, like they're telling about how they feel, whatever, and he's truly listening. One thing that I picked up on was when they're talking and he has nothing to say, he really sits down and just thinks about it. Kind of like what Jordan Peterson does too. But like he sits down and thinks about it. And he says, like, I'm thinking about how to respond to you, which was, I felt, and he's quiet about it too. So it's kind of like an awkward moment, but it's not awkward if you kind of just let them know, like, hey, I'm listening. I hear you. I'm just thinking.
Yeah, and I've said that before. I've been in conversation with like someone says something I really, then it's like I might respond. I'm just really thinking about what you're saying and trying to think about how I want to say what, you know, my response to it, you know, like giving it some thought. And I think the times I've done it, the person has appreciated it. You know. Yeah. See, I was reading some of the comments myself. You're accountable, Mitchell? You're accountable.
I'm accountable.
Me what sticker you want?
Anything Pokemon Charizard related. I love that.
Really, Boba smiley faces. Her and Hill and Boba are going to go on a Boba date. Apparently, debate is useless most of the time. Most of the time, they never find a mutual agreement. At the end, my rule of thumb is that avoid debate. I would say debating is not for everybody. You know, I'm not saying you have to learn to debate to make it in life. Now, I will say I think it's a valuable tool to learn to debate and at least convey your ideas against opposition if you want to get further or get further faster.
Yeah.
But debate's not for everyone, and that's kind of a you know, a risk you take with a lot of times you might not change their opinion, but you know, if you could, it's kind of cliche to say, but if you could just change like a few people's mind, maybe you speaking to 5 people, maybe only one person really listen and think about what you said. That's still one more person, you know, coming closer to at least your train of thought than before. So, you know, I don't think it's useless.
I pinned down what Healing Moon said, which was listening without judgment is an art. It's not always easy, but like you said, it helps to see where someone is coming from. It helps create empathy and understanding of others, even if you don't agree. Yeah. And I feel like it's as simple as just listening. You don't even need to respond. Now, if you want to respond, if you have any ideas, ask them.
Yeah.
Do you want my advice? Because some people don't want your advice. They just want to be heard.
Yeah. Let's see. Batmouse said, listening is always generative, especially in arguments. You either learn you were wrong and can course correct, or you learn how to fortify your position. That is 100% true. I agree with that, and I love that, because I think that, like, if you believe in something, if you have a philosophy about something and you stand tall on it, you cannot see the holes in it without trying to debate that with somebody. Like, if you can't explain it and really break it down for somebody and withstand any attacks that they have on it, then, you know, you need to go back in the lab and like really think about that stuff. But that takes a level
of understanding.
Of understanding
and maturity
a level
too.
of maturity, because you got to be willing to understand. Like, I'm about to be like, something I believe is about to be attacked and picked apart, and if it can't stand up under that, you got to be mature enough to realize that and like work on that thought pattern. Like, it's hard, dog. It's hard. I ain't gonna front, because at a certain point, I've been in debates where it hasn't even been personal, but at a certain point, I'm like, man, I could smack the shit out this dude. You know what I mean? But it's like, that's not conducive. They're not even attacking me. They're attacking, you know, maybe a thought. You know, they're breaking down a thought that I had, and it's uncomfortable. You know, but that's a great comment. Let's see.
I like that level of maturity and understanding. Because if you can't hold up your argument, then what are you fighting for? Or you can just be upset and be like, well, I lost, right?
Yeah, or they don't get it. So, you could just try to be dismissive, which is a big tactic that's used by adults in certain parts of the United States.
Master debaters.
Can't debate with bitches. Some people are mad. Yeah, some people are mad. And debating in itself is a whole different art, man.
Yeah.
A whole different art.
What is going on, Real?
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fight nobody.
I don't even know what's going on.
Mitchell only likes to sleep 24/7. Just listen, just let him sleep.
I don't know what's going on, so I'm not even jumping on that. I ain't trying to get that smoke. I've already been canceled 3 times since we've started.
We still here though.
By various entities, I've already been canceled, which I'm happy. I like being canceled. It's hilarious,
Yeah.
What they gonna do? They go take my old ass Xbox. What you gonna do? You gonna cancel me? you gonna take my 8 viewers. You gonna take my 8 viewers away? But those 8 people rock with us, and I appreciate that, man.
Yeah. So, Justin, I want to ask you this. Well, before I ask you any question, guys, to the people that are watching right now, what are some things right now that you, if you haven't even thought about it yet, or you have, what are some things that you are holding yourself accountable for? What are you holding yourself accountable for? When you are going, when are you going to Dancing with the Stars, Mitchell? I actually tried. So You Think You Can Dance on season 9. I
thought you were supposed to say Dancing with the Stars. I was like, wait, what?
No. I actually tried out. I made it past first round. It's weird. They made you go through this loop. My brother went with me and he drove me there that time, and we were just going oh, you got to pass this level. It's like a game, and then you got to pass this level, and it's funny. I know it's off topic, but then after that they select you. They give you a piece of paper, and I'm like, cool. I'm not going to Vegas yet, but I got to make it out. So they give you this piece of paper. That's your entrance to see the 3 judges, and they line you up, 5 on one side, 5 on the other, and then they'd be like, all right, here's the song, dance. That's basically it. And then they tell you to choose, and then I got cut, but it was a good experience. But
you don't need them anyway. You got YouTube.
Man, I got you guys.
Instagram
lives. Probably wear that cancel hoodie.
It.
Let's see. What's up, Jalen? How you doing? Take accountable for being too negative about myself. Perfect.
Yeah, perfect. That's a hell of a first step.
Oh yeah, that's a big first step. I think that's a foundational step.
Yeah. That's something we can all use, man.
Holding myself accountable to keep myself in healthy and getting investment strong. Okay.
Investment strong. Yeah. I take accountability if Bitchy notices the pineapple behind him. Someone gonna steal your pineapple.
Yo, that's my pineapple.
That's not even accountability. That's just a threat. That's a threat after a certain level. I see your pineapple, I'm coming to get it. I feel you.
What's your safe word? Pineapple.
I feel you. That's, once again, you're talking to another demographic, sir. I'm trying to, most definitely, man. Mm-hmm. Most definitely. Yeah, that's cool, man. I actually really like the one about being too negative with himself, because I think a lot of people can benefit from that. That's a great personal accountability statement, but honestly, that's so many people can benefit from that on many levels. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, Mitchell Pineapple Gang, he royalty up in there.
Yeah, don't suck on pineapples. It's bad for your tongue. Some acidic about it. You never heard of it, huh?
Why did you say
I didn't know about it. I didn't know about it because people suck on pineapples, and you're not supposed to do that because it kind of stings your, I don't know, I think it's the acidic level. My sister-in-law told me that. Okay, don't suck on pineapples. It's bad for your tongue. Bad mouth said. Fun facts.
Accountable for house. The time.
Oh yeah, time.
That's another one that's huge, man. The time is
pineapple knowledge. Don't suck on it. Yeah.
Thank you, Carter. How do you know that?
I told you. My sister-in-law told me.
Okay, I was like, who sucks on pineapples though? It's made to be chewed. It's not like
you'll think there's a lot of juice.
Once again, I'm not. Jesus Christ, man. Didn't we have a talk off air about like the fan base based on your dancing abilities, and you just out here throwing all this stuff out? You,
I'm gonna keep quiet now, guys. I'm gonna keep quiet.
Julie flaming you again. She just you just be at home eating fruit weirdly. kind of dude that eats bananas from the middle. You know.
Yo, I already said something weird last episode, so I feel like it needs to be a trend.
Just strange. The problem is that you're not cognizant of it. You just say it, and then people are like,
I know exactly.
You are what?
I know exactly what I'm saying. But some of the practices is, okay, so don't be too harsh on yourself, but you also want to be kind of realistic. Like, okay, well, is there something that I could have done? Maybe ask yourself that. Is there anything that I could truly do next time? And not be too critical on yourself. Like your whole car example. I don't have insurance on that car. Okay, well, maybe next time get insurance. Or I'll be more careful parking my car next to a tree next time. That branch doesn't look very stable. Or
some even as general as I'll be more aware of my surroundings. But it's like you said, a big part is, and we want to preach this. Yeah, don't be too negative on yourself, man. It's about being critical of certain aspects that you want to improve on, but just running yourself into the ground ain't gonna help shit either. So yeah. What is
the hearts?
He said all kind of crazy things. Who's watching Matrix 4? Conquer's Bad Fur Day. That game came out in like 98 or something, didn't it? That's old. just random. All right.
Don't park your car near a tree.
HBO
Max. I don't like parking near trees. There's too many birds on it. They poop on your car. Yeah. But
I don't. My car old. It's my car. I love it. I appreciate it. But my car old, and I tell you this: I'm not buying a nice car until I get a garage. All right.
That's a very good advice. That's
for real. We walk. We live where we live. I see people parking Teslas. And I saw a Lamborghini parked on the street, man.
Maybe he was just going out. He was just going out. Maybe I couldn't find parking.
It's a residential area. Like who the hell parks?
I haven't seen it, Justin.
That's on you. That's on you. That's on you. Okay, I've seen it.
Yeah. Let's see what Justin said. I think the rule for taking accountability is that we should only take accountability or accountable when it's hard to read, Justin.
When we had a choice and time to think about that choice. I mean, like I said, with this, my main thing is like really taking personal accountabilities for like the goals and stuff you want in your life. Yeah. And it's not just taking random accountability for other people's mistakes and everything. But it is definitely understanding like I want a desired outcome. What am I going to do to reach that desired outcome?
Marina said my car sits out. Okay, so speaking of cars, my car is sitting out there. Now it didn't get broken into. People got in. Okay, it's an older car, so people get in. Okay, now it happened multiple times in like years, in a span of a couple years. It did happen a couple of times, and then finally I was like, look, I'm tired of this. So what I did was I took everything out, and I literally I opened up my center console, my glove compartment, even that everything is visible. Like there's nothing inside anymore. Like if you're still gonna break in or like go in the car, like there's nothing I can do about it. But the best thing that I could done is get an alarm, which I did, and I leave everything out in the open where if you were to look inside, there's nothing in there. Like what are you gonna get? So yeah, I can't control what they want to do to get into the car. And if they still want to go in just to sleep because it's cold out there, what can I do? but I did whatever I can to make it more difficult or less of a reason of why they want to break in or go in.
Yeah. I see a bunch of challenges. I saw Marvel 2 and the Tekken 7. If you down for Marvel, if you play Marvel 3, I'm down for that.
I'll Marvel 2, I will whoop your butt.
My Marvel 2 skills are trash at this point. It's been so long, man.
There's only like 7 playable characters, realistically.
It's been so long, you know.
Knowing I did my part, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Just know you did your part, man. You know, they don't want what's in the car. I don't know why that is so funny to me, but it is.
Vic needs to come in and back me up. I've been getting harassed.
That was such a Rick James moment. They don't want what's in your car, Mitchell. Like, why the hostility? Oh man, I
just attract certain people, right?
That was a great line.
What's up, Vic? Yeah.
Put up, Jesus Christ, man!
Yo, what?
Yo, that's
to the people that just came in.
Go scare the wrong people.
What are some of the things you're taking accountability for? What is something that you want to do? What are some challenges? What are some obstacles? And what are you going to do to change that?
Yeah. I know one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get like I've been saying it, and I'm working towards it now. But you know, getting some shape, man. Lose this fucking COVID weight. You know what I mean? Yeah. Career changes, all that stuff. You know,
mindset.
My mindset. Most definitely, man. And you know, just like not being stagnant. Those are my biggest ones, for sure.
You know, there's something that helped us out a lot, or at least it helped me out a lot, and it's doing this show with you, Justin. It's because I feel like because of the whole pandemic, a lot of people have gone crazy. Right, there's no outlet out there, and having you guys too as well coming in and contributing, commenting, giving us questions, it helps a whole lot over here for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely, man. It's something that, it's something that to look forward to. It's something to keep a schedule. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like as this pandemic went on, I know some of the days have ran into each other, but it helps. It helps definitely keep a schedule. Like I know it's going to do. It's not even a thought anymore. It's just like, all right, we doing this Tuesday and Thursday, so let me be ready. Let me think of something for that. So it's been a great creative outlet too.
Yes,
a huge creative outlet. And it's funny, man. You interact with people, laugh, joke around, get canceled once or twice. Roast the hell out of you. That's always fun.
Yeah, how can I ain't nobody roasting you?
You know why? Because I can't. Number one, I can't dance. All right, you the one that be over here just dancing around like it's all good and shit. All right, while they storm the Senate, you just dance and pop like it. Okay. See. Number two, I'm like 6'3".
Yeah, but
some pounds. Like, you know what I mean? Look at me. Look at my face. I'm unshaven. I got a beanie on. Do I look like someone you really want to just fuck with out of the blue? I mean, I'm nice. I'm nice as hell. Okay, I don't kick babies, Yaku. I don't kick babies, Yaku.
He does. He just doesn't do it on stream. Marina, that's my Marvel vs. Capcom 2 team. Magneto, Cable, Psylocke.
Everyone uses Psylocke.
Yeah, she's great. Assist. Great too.
Invincible assist.
Just to kick babies, downloadable. Justin commands respect. Steam, time to download the games, not the babies. Yeah, don't kick babies, Justin. Why would you do that,
I'm
man?
not kicking babies. First and foremost, let me try to deflect to your bullshit. I see what you're doing. All right, that's an amateur move, Mitchell. All right,
okay, I like that. I'm challenging that.
I don't kick babies. I made a joking comment over 20 years ago, and my own homie, my own brother is leaving me out.
Throwing you under the bus, man.
Throwing me not only under the bus, he tied me up and driving the bus himself, man. Stop luring me into the video games. Don't be mad at me because you want to play Animal Crossing. Okay. Don't be
Damn.
mad at me
Okay.
because you
I'm gonna
find
say,
an Animal Crossing cute. All right, I didn't make it. I play fighting games. Okay.
Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Yes, I love Fortnite. I do love Fortnite.
World of Warcraft. I do not play World of Warcraft. I play PSO now. PSO2.
I love Priscilla.
Diablo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Diablo.
if we talk games, it's all bad. But my first love is fighting games. But I ain't got the time. You know, the dedication it takes. Like I'm not naturally good. You know what I mean? I'm not naturally good. So like the dedication it takes for me to like get good on that level. I'm also a shitty loser. Like I'm one of those. I'm one of those people. Like I'll lose, but then I'll be like, "Oh, good game!" Like I'll be real positive. Like, "Yo, good game, man. You got me." I ain't gonna throw nothing or nothing, but it's not. I'll be like, "Man, fuck this. I'm gonna burn this down." And then I'll go lock my door, and like that's what I'm doing for 3 days now. I'm like, all this some bitch did was dive kick. I'm beating the dive kick. I'm taking it.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure this out.
Yeah,
Accountability.
Yeah, but on site, I'm like, hey, good game, man. You got me. Yeah, good game, man. Like you be, good luck with everything. And I'm leaving, but I'm like, this motherfucker.
I might search you up on YouTube. I'm gonna figure out your play
I'm gonna
style.
figure this out, man. Like, yeah, I'm way too competitive in this stuff.
Tim Roth, that kid, did a hit, and you approved the Musketeer. Marina says ACNH. What game is that? ACNH sounds.
ACNH. That sounds familiar.
And Carter, no, I don't play Mortal Kombat, but I do enjoy it. I watched Evo, so.
Oh yeah, I used to play. I played like Mortal Kombat 9. Not at a high level, but like kind of like I was into it. But yeah, the other ones, I love Mortal Kombat myself, man. But I don't. Once again, I got to step away from the fighting games. I get too consumed,
too aggressive.
Dog,
kicking babies and stuff like that.
I'm not kicking babies. Okay, I told you. That's why nobody wants nothing in your car, Mitchell and Cap. Okay.
It's all fun and games till a 10-year-old jump on voice chat. Yeah, that's crazy. I get cursed out on Fortnite all the time, but it's all good.
Real saying, Legend of Zelda. Ocarina of Time is my favorite game of all time. Ocarina of Time is a masterpiece.
But you'd be surprised. So like even on Fortnite, it's none but like 6 to 10-year-olds playing that game, right? And occasionally you get like someone in the 20s. I'll be like the oldest guy playing, but like surprisingly, once they're on that mic and you kind of talk to them like a person, and you're not just like lashing out on them, they tone down a lot just based off of your level and the level of maturity.
Yeah,
Street Fighter. I hate losing.
All right, I would tell a funny story. I used to play Street Fighter
Animal Crossing, New Horizons.
very competitively. I used to play Street Fighter very competitively. Street Fighter 4, to be precise, until I had one game. I played this dude from Japan, and he beat the shit out of me so bad. So bad. It was like, it wasn't even a steamroll. Like, what I could have taken. I was like, all right, he had momentum. Like, it's like everything I knew that I was going to do, he knew it, and he just stopped it. So I was just in the corner. And then it's like he just beat, and I was like, Jesus, I don't know how to play this game. And then he sends me a message, and he goes, "You're good, but easily baited," which is the greatest diss I've ever got. Because I was like, this mother, and I was like, but he's right.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just put good game. And I just let it go. Because it's like.
Yeah, he was trying to give you some advice.
Like, he was right.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm not playing this game. Like, I can't. There is a barrier entry. There's a level that I'm going to have to get to. And to break that ceiling, I'm not willing to put in that time. I'm not. I was like I would say I was upper mid at that point. And yeah, it was just, dog, that hurt. You talk about, that cut my soul, man. Oh.
It made you not want to kick babies anymore, huh, Justin?
See, you're always trying to throw me under the thing. You the one playing Fortnite. Okay.
Let's see.
Cursing out children. Because they taking your wood.
Call of Duty people in here. Fortnite. People try.
Yaku says he remembers when he was a big game. Yaku was never a big game. I'm gonna tell you a secret about Yaku.
Oh, you're gonna throw him under the bus.
Yaku owned every Xbox game damn near made. He played half of one. The reason I have the extensive playing of Xbox games is because Yaku would play a game. Like, we would both want a game, And Yaku would buy it. He would pre-order it. He'd get it that night. And as soon as he buy it, I'm like, oh, I don't need to buy this. I just gotta wait like a week.
For him to not want it.
Cause he'll play like maybe 2 nights, and then he'll just be like, all right. And he wouldn't play no more. And I'd be like, yo, can I borrow your Ninja Gaiden? He was like, yeah. And then it would just be in my room. Like I would just have it. So Yaku knows, and he knows that's the truth. That's why he laughed. He can't even be mad.
It's like when we were younger, we always got that one friend where we all go out to eat. Everybody buys something, but there's always that 1 or 2 person or whatever. They're just gonna be like, nah, I ain't hungry. And then they wait for everybody to finish until they can't eat it no more. You'd be like, "You gonna finish your fries?"
Yeah, and they just roach off their food. It was a video. I admit it was a video game roaching, but you know what? I saw it as me being a good friend because I was making sure he didn't waste his money. I knew he wasn't gonna pay for play it, so I was gonna play it.
That's a different perspective. Not a lot of people may agree with that. Just
and then I would tell him all about it, so then he could go talk about it like he beat the game. So it worked out. It worked out.
You know, I feel like we should just do a fun episode. What do you guys think? People that's in here, what do you guys think? I know we talk about like relationship and stuff. Like, do you think it would be appropriate or fun to just have like a straight episode on video games, and then maybe touch base on a certain topic? You know what I mean?
Carter said this went from accountability to a video.
It did. I didn't realize that everybody
we all grew up gamers. Like if you think about it, we the OGs, and we started with Nintendos and stuff. Yeah. But like everybody under us, they play like Healing Moon. I can't play games because I'll be like Vic and throw the control. Yeah, I can attest to that. Yeah. Nah, I'm joking. I actually think she would be pretty good.
Nostalgia, yeah, you know what? Let's do this on Tuesday. Video games. You want to just do video games? Or title it anything goes, but underneath it says maybe video game topic.
Yeah, we can talk about
roast on MrMitchellTang and roast.
I'm spinning it. Topic anything goes. I like that.
Yeah, we can go.
The episode on the roast. Dog,
I'm down for that. I'm actually down.
That would be epic.
You better write some shit down.
We could talk about I would just bring up your whole year one of Starbucks. That's what it's all gonna be. He said, "Can we do it after 3? I get out of school then." You know what? I mean, we can talk about it. Most definitely, we do a special. Yeah, we can do a special.
After 3 episode. On Thursday or today, the roast episode. All right, yeah, I'm down for that. But we need Yaku in here, though, because Yaku knows you. And I know Yaku kind of got my back because he's like, you kicking babies all day anyway.
First off, that was old. All right.
It's all good. Old is still new to me. So.
Yeah, we could. As far as Carter goes, we do a video game episode. Definitely. Let us know what time zone you in, and we can schedule that. That would be fun, man. Especially with this year that passed and what's going on. We need something like. And that we got so many gamers. I didn't realize. I mean, I knew everyone played games, but I didn't think,
I didn't know Healing Moon play like that too. Animal Crossing.
She don't. She does it. What it is she likes she's like art and she likes cute things and she loves Japan.
Oh, it's like Julie.
Yeah, and so like as
I'm a roast Julie all day.
YouTube and everything. Mm-hmm. She's slowly but surely like, what is this Animal Crossing thing? It looks so cute. It is getting to that point.
Counter-Strike, yeah.
Oh, Counter-Strike, that's old.
Oh yeah.
Counter-Strike is old salty.
I know, Leon got something to say. All right. Racing games. I used to play Gran Turismo, but it wasn't.
Yeah. I think everybody messed with Gran Turismo.
Does Banjo-Kazooie count?
Look, Mario Kart is a competitive racing.
It is. Mario Kart is. But damn, we went way overboard, and I feel like, Kirby is cute. Pokemon, I like Pokemon. I don't love the games. Okay, but yeah. No, I'm down. I'm down for it.
All right, I'll tell you what, we'll do a game episode. Like I said, Carter let us know the time zone, and then that way we can schedule on our end. Because I want obviously just something like video games too. We
do an episode on what we talk about, and then we do like an episode on like what do we call it, like a sub episode after 3 o'clock, so that Carter can jump in after school time. Yeah. We can do that.
That sounds good. Yeah, especially if it's gonna
fun.
be like a fun episode.
It'll be a fun episode.
For people who don't know, the handful of people, your boy Mitchell over here is famous in video games. He's one half of the creator of the Wombo combo in Pokemon, not Pokemon. See, you got me in Smash.
Pokemon's in there.
Yes, Pokemon is in there. So in Smash, so like anyone who heard the term Wombo combo, and you kind of know what it is half the reason I actually started respecting him was learning that he was was actually like hardcore,
Go ahead,
into
roast
fight
me,
games, and knew what he was talking about.
We were coworkers. They know it. So what happened?
About what?
When I first got in, I got white glasses. Vic knows too. Vic's in here. He's a coworker before.
Yeah, listen, and I'm not. And look,
go ahead.
At this, this point, Vic is a brother, so I'm not throwing him under the bus for this. But I'm just be honest. Vic was like, we're not hiring that.
And look what good came out of this.
And like Vic said Vic said that shit so definitively. He was like, we're not hiring that dude. I was like, damn, okay. Well, it is what it is. It is but people, it's a longer story to that. It wasn't just hating Mitchell. It was the culture of that workplace. We had to be very selective about who came in there because we didn't want to mess up the equilibrium. But you got in.
Yeah,
listen, you got in eventually. You got
Trojan horse.
You got your mind right.
Trojan horse. No, y'all needed me.
Did we need you? Did we, Mitchell? No, actually we did though. At that point. At that point.
Mitchell sus before sus.
No, it's so hilarious, man. I'll never forget that day. Like Vic was like, we're not hiring that dude. Like, it was so deadpan. It was like no emotion.
Was this after I walked out with the...
oh, yeah. This was after... And wait. And who else was there? Was it Quee that was there? Or was it Lynn? I think it was Quee.
Shout out to Quee for being in that dance video, too.
Yeah, I remember that. I'll never forget that. That was hilarious. I was like, well,
y'all ganged up on everybody.
It is what it is. It is what it is. Mm-hmm. We didn't gang up on everybody.
Hell yeah, you did.
Yeah. We had a good thing going, man. Yeah, we had a good thing going. Hey, Quan Chi is my homie. He had the best fatality ever. Ripped somebody's leg off and beat him to death with it. I love that fatality.
It would have ended on a great note. Just
yeah, we gonna end it off my favorite fatality.
Re-engine, yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'll be so down. Like, let's just say one day we all retire, and like, let's just say we're all still in like San Francisco, just to have like a little coffee shop just for us. We all chip in. Mm-hmm. This is our coffee shop. This is our, because we're family from Starbucks, but Starbucks at that location was family. It wasn't even like Starbucks at the time, so it was different. It's totally different.
Yeah, that was an anomaly situation.
It was. It's like to this day, like if you could find a place like that, like we are the type of people where we could actually, all of us will hang out if we have the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Afterwards,
yeah. It was definitely a special like working situation. The Yakuza. Look at if you was a rapper, that would be a great name for a rap album. The Yakuza. That would be sick. What did she say? I'm over here trying to play cute games, and you talking about ripping legs. Isn't it the game? I didn't make that.
Kicking babies and ripping legs off are start making you $-. We would just be talking so much trash. You gotta get the hell out. Here's your coffee. Give me.
Oh, you know how great it would be.
I think it would be amazing.
Yeah.
I think it would be so much fun. Like,
oh man. That's why Liddy is a hero of mine. When he threw that tea against the wall, when that woman came back acting crazy, talking about this isn't whatever, he was like, oh, it's not right. I didn't even see it. I got the aftermath outside, but I know Liddy, and he told me, he goes, oh, it's not right, huh? And he just
Wait. Someone came back in with that cup of tea and was like, this isn't right.
Yeah, no, you know the
like,
kind of
this isn't right. And then,
this isn't right, but in the attitude. You know how it is. You know how it is. It wasn't like, oh, this is right. It was like, being entitled and everything.
Yeah. And then he was like, okay.
He was like, oh, it is the right thing.
I didn't know that. I thought he just threw away the tea because he was like
and
not feeling.
And then just made another tea, dog. I was like,
oh.
Listen, I talk a lot about, like, not giving a damn and everything. Lenny didn't care to the point where I didn't even know there was depths of being able to show up to work, but not caring to that level. You know what I'm saying? Like, like usually if you don't care for that level, you just won't show up. He would always show up, like, on time. Yeah. But he just,
yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, this is hilarious.
All right.
Yeah. Well, all right. See everyone getting us called keep this real. How do I say his name?
Real G. I'm gonna call you Real.
I'm gonna call you Real. Yeah, Real. Come in next time with these questions. I'll answer your question.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll answer your question.
This is very fun today. Thank you all for tuning in.
You. Y'all have a good one, man. Y'all be safe out here.
Yes. Come back every Tuesdays and Thursdays, 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern time. Of course, if you like this video, you can show your appreciation. Everything will be in the descriptions. But yeah, we'll do a special episode too as well. Carter, let me know what time zone you're into so that we can figure out.
Yeah, we can schedule
a video game episode too. That'll be fun. I like that.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah.
Until
I got gaming stories all day.
Oh yeah. I'll show you my games. I'll like my hard copies.
We can listen. We can show paraphernalia, if you will. We can show gaming paraphernalia. All right, man.
Thank you, everybody.
Man.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And until next time, we're out. Peace.